Hi, and welcome to this channel. I am the disembodied voice of Dennis, once again, bringing you my January 2021 bullet journal setup. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video to see more of my bullet journal greatness. And without further ado, let's get into this month. So first, we're going to start off with our January cover page, which is just the month calendar across the middle, 1 through 31. And then I go through with my Crayola markers and kind of do the month behind it to give it a little bit more of a elaborative feel, but still being minimalistic with its core. From there, in the four corners, I decided to lay out a couple of key things for the month for me, which are my paydays, the days my bills are due, reminders for the month, and my goals I have for myself for the month. And then from there, I went to each date and made sure I pointed in special events or key dates for myself for the month, which are New Year's, MLK Day, the inauguration, my anniversary with my wife, stuff like that. And then I'll add through that for the rest of the month. So on the next page, my spread's going to be my habit tracker for the month. I kind of went really unique with this. It's an idea I've been trying to figure out how to best execute it onto a page, and this is my intent for this month. Essentially what I did was I divided the month into two halves, so 1 through 15 and then the 16th through the 31st, to keep track of habits for a 2-week period. I've noticed more and more that sometimes I will start tracking habits at the beginning of the month, and then partway through the month I decide I no longer want to track that habit, or I want to track it a different way. So this gives me a great space to kind of lead into those two halves. So that way I don't have to keep tracking the same stuff after 2 weeks when I decide that I don't need to track it anymore. So the first 2 weeks of the month, my main tracking are going to be for my water, my goal to read every day, journaling, having no energy drinks, not eating any gluten, less than 2 hours of TV, going to bed early, and then waking up early. And this is how I'm going to track it for the first 2 weeks. Then on the other page is just a simple brain dump and a place to kind of put any ideas I have that pop in my head throughout the month. So this next spread on this next page is basically a metric page for myself for one of my content creation areas, which is my Twitch streams. I call this page my stream stats. So essentially every time I stream throughout the month, I will record it and mark down some key metrics for myself and then tally up the total of those metrics for the month. So the key metrics I look for in every stream are going to be the date I stream, the average viewer for that stream, the number of hours I streamed for, and the game I played during that stream. And then I just add it all up at the end of the month the number of hours I streamed for the month, the average viewers for that month, and the number of days I streamed. The next page I did is going to be for the short week that started off this month, which is the Friday, Saturday, so the 1st and the 2nd. I just did a whole page for those 2 dates just to kind of take up the page because they didn't fit nicely into my weekly spreads for the next couple of weeks. So the next spreads I have are going to be my weekly spreads for the next 2 weeks. I decided to do 1-page spreads for weeks. This time around, I felt like doing a full 2-page spread for a week was kind of wasteful just because I didn't have a whole lot to do during the week. So I wanted to try out some nice 1-pagers. Essentially what I'll have is my tasks, goals, and notes that I have of the week, plus the 7 days for that week, Sunday through Saturday. And on the opposite page, I just repeated the same thing. So you have 2 weeks on a single double page spread. So one thing I did that was slightly different, instead of putting each task on a specific day, I decided to do a box for the task I have in the week, and then I'll move it to the day that I actually complete it, or the day I plan to complete it, just so I have a full idea of what I need to get done that week and kind of can plan it out better based off anything else I have appointment wise or work wise. And so you'll see my main reasoning for doing only 2 weeks for this is because I'm not sure if it will work, and I didn't want to commit an entire month to this type of spread if it didn't work for 2 weeks. It's kind of like an experiment, hoping that it works, and if it doesn't, the next 2 weeks I'm not locked into this format. And there you have it. That is my spread for the month of January for 2021. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you got some great ideas. Can't wait to see what you guys have come up with. If you guys want to tag me on any of your posts or anything like that that showed me what your minimalistic view for the month will be, that'd be great. I'm always open up to seeing new ideas. And until next time, have a good one.